Good morning, everybody. Hello. I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. It's hump day, Wednesday. It is here anyway. Some of you might still be on Tuesdays. I'm going to be doing some channeling for Twin Flame, see what's going on at the moment, see what the guides want to tell us about Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, what's going on right now, if it's changed in the last couple of days. See if we've got some guidance for us. I'll also be giving mini reads as well to those that are on live. If you want one of those, check out the pinned comment, the comment that's pinned up top of the live chat. Tells you how to do it. It's by donation for those mini reads. There's a PayPal link in that pinned comment for your donations. You can also use Super Chat, Super Sticker if you want here on YouTube, if that's easier for you. After you've done your donation, put a capital Q at the start of your comment with your question in for your reading. Now, your question could be very specific if you want it to be. It can be a yes or no answer question as well, because I've got these red and these green crystals to answer in my little bag here. I'll also be pulling cards out of this bigger bag here as well to give you clarification on your yes or no answers. But your question, it doesn't have to be a yes or no answer question. It could be any kind of question, or you can just leave it kind of vague and open, like, give me some guidance from my higher self, or guidance on my love life, or something like that. So if you want one of those mini reads, bring them in. Hey, Deborah. Meanwhile, I will be doing some channeling about twin flames and see what's going on there. So let's get to that right away. Welcome, everybody, especially those noobs here. If you're newbie, let me know. Give us a shout out. What cards? I usually use these. I think I'll stick with it. I kind of want to, I got these out and I want to use my, whatever these are called, Dark Mansion Tarot, because, now we're headed toward Halloween. It's kind of my Halloweenish deck, but they're just so terrible. Shall I use them? I'll use them. They're just so terrible to shuffle. They feel beautiful. They feel silky and sticky, but they're silky and sticky and rubberish, and they don't shuffle very easily at all. They're getting a little bit better as I go along, but not that much. Oh, and they tend to fall out in chunks, so that was interesting because we just got one. Six of Cups, it's the Twin Flame, it's the soulmate card. There she is reminiscing. Did you all like the pick a card read, the what surprise is coming to you? I knew that was going to be a bit of fun, that one, and it was. Six of Cups, because this reminds me of it. One of them had very much this energy. Someone being aware of you before they even met you. Perhaps even seeing you in dreams and visions of what you look like. And then when they met you, like, wow, it's a person from my dreams. Like, literally, the person of my dreams. We're talking past life connection here, I think, with the Six of Cups. Definitely memories. Let's see what else we've got. How are you, Deborah? Are you good? Don't forget to join us in our Facebook group. If you're on Facebook, here's the link to it. In Psychic Cafe Club. Keep the conversation going in there and any updates and all of that. And if I'm not going to be here or stuff like that. Next, we've got the Page of Cups. Hey, Simran. Thank you for your donation. Page of Cups. Oh. Someone wants to speak out about their love, about what's in their heart, about their feelings. Hey. Yeah, someone wants to speak out about the feelings. Perhaps both want to speak out about the feelings. I got a nervousness with this. Someone plucking up the courage to do this, to speak out about the feelings. And perhaps about the truth of something from the past, some truth perhaps that they know about you. It's like when you first get together with someone and then you tell them about the synchronicities and stuff like that. around it. You know, when you get together with someone and you say, I kept on seeing you all over the place, and I just knew, for some reason, I knew that you were really important to my life. Stuff like that. But I feel like it might be a little bit more, someone might be weirded out by it. It might appear a little bit too woo for them. Perhaps they're usually logical. But, you know, thanks, Simran. They're actually Chanel buttons that have been made into earrings. So they're true Chanel, not true Chanel jewelry, but true Chanel buttons. Cool, huh? Lots of synchronicities. Awesome, Deborah. Yeah, so someone's plucking up the courage, perhaps to talk about something a little bit outside of their comfort zone, a little bit woo. But talking about the feelings and what's in their heart. See, now these cards are working for me. They're coming out one at a time. 8 of Pentacles. Someone's working hard. Someone's working hard to reap the results. The 8 of Pentacles is not just the working hard part, it's reaping results from it. So someone's getting there with the work that they're doing at the moment. Now, if this is your person trying to sort out the finances or something like that, or get something together, ready for an offer, they're doing it, and it's coming good. They're getting wins from it. I need to get another layer of gel, clear gel put on my nails. Getting a little bit rough at the ends, and I don't want them to break. They've lasted a week and a day so far. Pretty good. 8 of Pentacles. Now, I hesitated when I was saying that because I also was getting another message through from this as well. Is that someone's got plans for work in the future, and what your person is doing now might not necessarily be what they're going to be doing in the future. For some, your person has plans, things that they've always wanted to do, and they've not been around conducive people, let's put it that way, supportive people, encouraging people. Perhaps they've been around discouraging people, controlling people that haven't allowed them to do it. Perhaps, but I'm just getting, the environment wasn't right, you know, for them to do that. Now, some of you people are holding this vision that they've got for the work that they want to do, what they want to do in the world, and they see you as a fit with that. Maybe not to be working with them, but the right environment, the encourager, the one that would get it, you know, the one that would just get what it is that they want to do and support them in that. So there's something riding on this to do with abundance, but not just abundance. Yeah, that, and success, but also them fulfilling themselves in what they want to do. You know, we can't just do anything in any kind of environment. I learned that. So when I was in Byron Bay, very much an environment of a lot of healers, a lot of damaged people, healers, very loving and nurturing environment on the most part, and very soothing, you know. And that's where I started my business, Be Healing. Well, it started out as Byron Bay Neurotherapy, and then changed the name to Be Healing once I incorporated other things like massage and my readings and all of that. And once I shifted it from a shop there onto online, and I started getting much more successful and writing my books and all of that, it wasn't the right nurturing environment for me to take it to the next level then. And so what is right, but it had been the right environment for me to start the business off, right? So what I'm trying to say is there's not a wrong and a right about there's only one kind of environment for everyone that's nurturing and supportive for them to do whatever it is they want to do in the world. But I'm saying that there is, you know, certain environments that are conducive to certain things. Now, your person here, and perhaps you, have been in a certain environment around certain people, encouraged or discouraged or whatever. and it's not quite in line with you, and put you in the right soil, put you in those right conditions, in that right environment. And it's people that I'm talking about. Like I said, it doesn't even have to be people that you're working with. It doesn't mean that you're going to be working with the person, although you might be, but it's not that. It's about teamwork. That's why the Three of Pentacles was showing itself on the bottom of the card. That's it. It's teamwork. It's being on someone's team. You don't have to be doing anything with them to be supporting them. Just going like, you got this, you know? Being that person, you got this. Believing in them. Now, I'm saying your person here. I'm not saying divine masculine, divine feminine, because I'm getting that this is a two-way street. This is both. So someone wants to have a conversation about their feelings and a bit of woo stuff as well. They're nervous about that. They're thinking about the past, perhaps past life stuff. It feels to me like someone is getting clear on perhaps they're not in the right environment. They're putting a lot of work in at the moment, which is paying off, but it can only get them so far, you know? When you're in the wrong environment, it can only get you so far. Then you have to up and move, which is interesting because that's what the energy update is about today. It's about upping and moving onto something, a new path. Oh, okay. But it feels to me like your person and you've got a lot to give. You've got a lot that you can put into the world, but you need to be around that support to be able to do it. You need to have your team. Now we've got a chunk of cards falling out. Yes. Excuse me. So, big message here. The Fool. This came out in the energy update today. And it didn't surprise me at all because I'd already been talking about it. It's striking out on a new path, jumping out into the unknown. Well, stepping out into the unknown. Dog's trying to hold him back there. Oh, loyal, faithful people. People that have already been there, always been there, trying to hold you back. They're not doing it because they're your enemies or anything like that. It's just about different environments. They're doing it because of their fears. Fears of losing you, fears of you moving on, fears of your demise, you know. Some people can really love you, and really be scared that you're going to hurt. But there could be all kinds of people trying to hold you back. But this is about stepping out into the unknown. And again, I'm getting it's both divine feminine, divine masculine. Then, excuse me, Temperance. This isn't saying you need to wait more. This is what you've been waiting for. 9 of Cups is the heart's fulfillment, not just about relationships. This is not just about relationships. It never was with the twin flame stuff. It was never just about relationships. It's what fulfills you. It's what you're here to do, what you want to do in the world, all those other things that fulfill you. Having the right people around you, being in right relationship, whether that's family, whether it's friends, whether it's a partner, is so important to doing this. Like I was saying, you've had to wait, they've had to wait until we, as a collective, twin flame, you and them, I mean, have got yourselves into a place of being able to let the right people in, choose the right people. So, like in a bigger sense, friends, family, then so that you can let each other in. So then you can do the things, bigger things in the world that you want to do. So it's about building up that environment. It's about this, you know, a lot of people, especially when they're feeling like the black sheep and they don't have people around them, they're like wishing to find their tribe as if everyone else has already got together. And they're just kind of, you know, you haven't found them yet. But that's not the way it is. It's got to be built upon. And we build upon it, you know, with our boundaries. It's more about saying no to what you don't want than it is saying yes to what you do want. Find your tribe by saying no to who's not your tribe. So this is the process that we're in at the moment toward our wish fulfillment, which includes relationship. That's why we've been waiting. Let's get some more out. Do you love these cards as much as I do? I really like them. Oh, we've got some heartbreak here, but justice. And it's heartbreaking to walk away. It is. It is. It's heartbreaking to walk away. But to get what we deserve, our justice, our true karma, we have to be around those that we're meant to be around. Those that are conducive to what our path is ahead. It's... What was I going to say then? I lost my train of thought. Justice in the Three of Swords. So it's heartbreaking to move on, to let go. Yeah, but we have to in order to keep on moving forward, to grow, to... We can't remain stuck. So perhaps there's some healing going on at the moment of this heartbreak of realizing I've got to move on. And that's what it was like for me as well when I realized I had to move on from Byron. That place had been so good for me. It's heartbreaking. Had a lot of friends there. Still do. So there's a bit of heartbreak there, but the justice will come in. And so it's just wrapping our heads around this, or your person is, or you are at the moment of, it's okay for me to move on. It's okay for me to be with the right people. That was my dream last night. It's okay for you to be with the right people. Just walk away. Just walk away from the wrong people. You have to. As heartbreaking as it is. And then deal with whatever comes up then, which could be guilt. Like a lot of you will feel guilt around that, leaving people behind. But no need to feel guilty, because not everyone's on the same path, you know? Someone else, like I said, the environment that's right for me might not be the right environment for you, you know? So the people that you're leaving behind, perhaps they need to be around completely different kinds of people to be nurtured in the right way. It's like different plants, you know? Like some of them like full sun, some of them like complete shade, some of them like partial shade, some of them like a lot of water, some of them like not very much water. This one actually likes much more water than I thought. It's really happy now. Giving it a lot more water and it's growing. Anyway, so don't feel guilty. Or if that guilt comes up, you need to tell yourself these stories that I'm telling you. Like, what's right for me isn't necessarily right for them. Me setting myself free sets them free too, to be around the people that are right for them. All that kind of stuff. Simran, let's do your mini read. Anyone else want a mini read? It's quiet in here this morning. Where is everyone? You're just being quiet. Simran, what's coming for you in your current job in the next few days? Let's find out. Anyone else want a mini read? Check out that pinned comment, the comment that's pinned up the top of the live chat. Look how humid it is out there. The sun isn't coming up there. The sun's over that side. It's just shining on the trees over there. But it's looking glowy because of the humidity, which is also making my hair frizz and making the air conditioner working very hard. What's coming for you in the next few days? What do you need to know about Simran at work? Bonnie, check out that pinned comment. The comment that's pinned up at the top of the live chat tells you all about how to get it. It's by donation, so there's a PayPal link in that pinned comment for your donation. You can also use Super Chat or Super Sticker as well if you want here on YouTube, if that's easier for you. I know some people struggle with all different kind of payments. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So just use whichever one works best, easiest for you. And after you've done your donation, put a capital Q at the start of your comment. But Simran didn't do that. You see, Simran put it in the note in PayPal. So, but that's all right too. But yeah, put a capital Q at the start of your comment. Now, it can be a very specific question that you ask if you want. Or it can be vague, can be general guidance from your higher self, just whatever you want. Like Simran asked for guidance for current job in the next few days. And she's got surrender and get support. Okay, surrender and get support. It's like people backing you up instead of the opposite, not backing you up. Okay, so there might be something that comes up in you realizing that there could be some like backstabby people there. I think I was getting this from the start when I was reading from you about that place, that it would be kind of empowering for you because it's not. You need to stand up for yourself, you know. It's an environment where you really need to stand up for yourself, and a lot of workplaces are, right? But this surrender card, it's got a feeling of like realizing they're not going to back me up in this, you know. It's that surrender, like I give up kind of thing. I give up trying to get them to give me the support that I need. I give up trying to get them to do the job that I need, you know, all of that kind of thing. It's a realization that you're not going to get what it is that you want. It's like when I realized from my abusive family, I got to a point after many, many years of realizing I'm never going to get acknowledgement, never mind an apology. I'm never going to get that validation that I'm seeking through them. It's not going to come from them. They're not equipped to help me with my healing because they're the ones that cause the problem in the first place. And I set myself free from that. And it's like, okay, I'm not going to get it from there. I can get it from other places and stop banging my head against the wall by going to the wrong places, right? And you've got that kind of thing here, is that some people, they just can't be supportive because they don't have it in them to do that, because they don't feel supported in themselves, you know. It's like a battle and a competition for everyone. And so, you know, it's not teamwork is what it is. Not teamwork. You've also got love what is and criticism. And so, but if you don't join in the games, then you get criticized for it, even though you're trying to do better, you know, and trying to be, disconnected. Hopefully it's okay. Yeah, even though they criticize you for it, you're still doing the right thing, you know. Teamwork makes the dream work. It's, I think you might experience a few problems in the next few days around that, around being supported, around teamwork. And it might just be that realization, kind of like I was saying here, that you deserve to be around people that are on the same side, you know, that conducive environment, nurturing environment, the supportive environment, the environment that will allow you to grow, especially around teamwork, cooperation, support. Thanks for your donation, Simran, and for yours, Bonnie. Reading on healing and feeling good. You want to feel good, Bonnie? I don't quite understand the question, but let's do it anyway. Your higher self will. Because it doesn't need to understand your words. Oh. Hey, Crystal. You got to be vulnerable and listen. Isn't that interesting? Especially when we're talking around healing. Like physical stuff and stuff like that. Look how humid it is. Look at the fuzz around me. It's ridiculous. Okay. Sometimes, when we're not doing the self-loving thing, so when we're not really taking care of ourselves and making good decisions for ourselves and doing the right things for ourselves and our bodies and our minds and our spirits and all of that, we get our higher self in the universe goes, what can we do with Bonnie? How can we help Bonnie? I know, let's knock her down even more so that she has to get vulnerable. So she'll really pay attention, right? So she'll really listen. So things get worse so that you'll really pay attention, so that you'll listen. And sometimes we can get put in a vulnerable position so that we allow people to take care of us. You know, it's like the person who is always sorting everyone else out, never accept help from anyone else, support from anyone else, but they do anything for anyone. And then they get debilitating illness, and then they have to be looked after by everyone else. And it's so uncomfortable for them to do that. But it's like the next stage of their evolution, to allow that in. Ideally, we don't let it get to that point where things get so loud. It's forcing us to listen, and it makes us really vulnerable. So your sadness and you not feeling good is getting worse for a reason, so that you listen to it. Now, there's something in your life which is a big contributor to that. Something that needs to change, and you need to face that thing. Let's see if we get some information about that. There's always a reason, right? And it's always like something, some choice that we're making, or choice that we're not making. You know, not making a different choice. We're just going along with the status quo. And interesting, you got warmth and lovers. The warmth card is about opening your heart, and lovers, it's about lovers. So I don't know if you're in a relationship or not. But if you're in a relationship, it might not be a very supportive one. Doesn't have to. Oh, yeah, but it's lovers. I was gonna say it doesn't have to be about a romantic relationship, but about people around you, and open-heartedness and all of that. You can't compensate for other people. You're gonna get depleted. I think that's what it is. Okay, so depletion, feeling depleted because there's too much going out. Too much energy going out from you. Oh, you're single. Okay. So about opening your heart, yeah, but it's still about receiving. It's about receiving. So to me, you're not going to get the right lover in until you've allowed other people to help you. Yeah. But open-heartedly helping you, you know, warmth, loving people, people that can love. Now, the only people that can love are people that love themselves. So those that are taking care of themselves. So it really is a self-love journey, and you're only going to be attracted to those that are able to love when you're loving yourself too. When you're loving yourself, and what I mean by that is really taking care of yourself. This is calling for you to make big changes in your life. When this happened to me, I just had to. What I did was I made me my full-time job. I quit everything else. I'm not focusing on my business or my customers or anything like that anymore. I'm making me and my well-being my full-time job, because I realized I've been the one that's been missing out in my life all my life. Like from when I was born with the abusive family and everything, I was missing out. I was the one that was neglected, and I was still neglecting myself. And I'm like, this has to change. I'm not going to neglect myself anymore. I'm going to make me my number one priority in my well-being. And I just started doing the very best for myself, which to me was relaxing a whole lot more, stopping stressing myself out. I'd go out in the pool there and watch nature and stuff like that. I wasn't trying to push myself to do things and be there for other people and all of that and respond to the requests on my energy. I just stopped all of that, and it's like, I'm a mess and I need to sort myself out. And from that, I got to a much more grounded place, felt much better in myself, started, improving my diet and all of that. And I just carried on with that, and I never gave up with it, even when work and stuff got added back in and social life, other people got added back in. I never gave up on that. And I'll tell you what, when people came back into my life, they were much better people than had been in my life before. Hi, Jessica. You see, that doesn't surprise me. Recently broke up with 2 men who were horrible. When we're not loving ourselves, we choose to be around those that aren't loving themselves too, we feel like we're on a par with them, We want to help them or something like that, and it's not good for us. So just think about that. Think about that, Bonnie, about what isn't good for you in your life at the moment and what would be really good for you. And start doing that for yourself now. Make yourself as a number one priority. It's like listen to this feeling now. You don't need it to get any worse before you listen to it. Jessica, keep getting conflicting guidance about what's going on in your love life. I think they're telling me to move on from the one you thought you were waiting on and guiding you toward a guy from high school. Oh. Are they telling you to move on? Or something. And toward a guy. Are they telling you to move on? Let's ask that question first. Are they telling you to move on? Yes. Toward a guy from high school? Really? From high school? You're welcome, Bonnie. Good luck with it. Yes! Jessica. Guy from high school. Tell us about it. Why? You know why you get conflicting guidance about your love life? Is because the guides help us on the path to where we're meant to be, right? And sometimes they have to tell us lies to get us to follow that path, to get us to think about that thing and perhaps make another decision or something like that. Anyway, I know, because they've done it with me so much, and it's annoying, isn't it? They can't just tell us straight though, because then our energy doesn't change. We don't learn along the way. Anyway, what does your higher self say about it? Intimacy, is it true? Oh, interesting. This is really nice feeling. Let me see if I can put it into words. You know, oh, this is so interesting. Okay. One person, one of these ones that you're thinking of, on the surface, you might seem to have a lot in common, a lot to talk about, a lot to be intimate about, a lot you can share with each other. But true intimacy is fully being ourselves. Sometimes that's just like being our goofy self and that being okay. Do you know what I mean? You might think, right, in Psychic Cafe, you might think, wouldn't it be great to be with someone who's in Psychic Cafe, because we'd have a lot in common, we'd be able to be intimate and talk about that stuff, right? Well, maybe, but maybe not. Maybe someone from high school is way better because you can be truly intimate with them. You can be goofy with them. You can be your full self. A feeling of comfort, to be the self. Sometimes we think we know what it is that we want. Sometimes we think we know what kind of person would be right for us. And that's the kind of right on paper kind of thing. And sometimes we think we're not doing that. So we think, okay, right on paper, what does that mean? Or they've got a certain salary or whatever, they're a doctor and things like that. And so we can think, oh, those kind of people, they do that thing. They choose romantic relationships based on someone that looks good on paper and not the heart. But I'm not doing that. Meanwhile, we're doing the same thing, but we're like, okay, well, I want someone that is into this and into that. And it's like, kind of the same thing. Someone who loves you right, this came out in the readings a long time ago. Someone that loves you right isn't necessarily who you think it might be. And it's all in that. It's all in the intimacy. Intimacy is truly being ourselves. It's that person that you are around, like your best friend, you know? When you're at home and nothing matters, you don't have to pretend anything to them. You can completely tell the truth with them because you don't need to hide anything, right? So you've got some thought processes here about what's right for you that isn't actually right for you. Yeah, go for it. Go for high school, guy. That's where your growth is. It's going to help. If it's not it for you, it's the right path. They're going to help you to, in your next line of growth, path of growth. This is the path of growth. Might be your person, but it might not be too, but it's certainly the right one to go for now. Yes, go for it, says the cards. Cool. Well, that's exciting. Your path is moving forward. That's all we can hope for, really. I'm going to brush my hair because it's too much for us. I'll be right back after this short break. It's still busy here. Especially with a sunny halo around my head. I hope the sun means that it's not going to rain. Let's see. That'd be wishful thinking. Heavy rain warning. Oh, no. It says heavy rain warning, but I only see clouds. I don't see rain today. Oh, it might dry out. Rain in the night, though. Storms. This is what rainy season is like. That's not so bad. It's not so bad. It's been worse. Hopefully it'll be dry out a little bit. So there you go. Let's get back to the twin flame stuff. So what have we got? Let's recap. Six of Cups. I'll show you them because I love these cards and I hope you love them too. Six of Cups is about reminiscing. It's about past lives. It's about soulmates and twin flames. It's about someone who kind of knows who you are to them. And they want to tell you, Page of Cups, what's in their heart and what their feelings are and about this, why they know that you're the right person for them. But they're scared of doing that and they're very nervous of doing that. But they want to do it. They want to tell you about it. Eight of Pentacles, they've been working and their work is paying off now, but they're realizing that they need to be in the right environment to be able to do what it is that they really want to do. So this person has plans for something that they want to do in their life. And the people that they've been around haven't been conducive to that. They've not been encouraging. They've perhaps been discouraging. They've perhaps been controlling, but that doesn't have to be the case. They could have just been not in the right nurturing environment or not around like-minded people that get them and get what it is that they want to do. And it seems that they have realized that you are the right one to be around for that. And so they want to take this leap of faith, step out into the unknown. They want to go for it. They're excited about it. The dog, the ones that have been there, the ones that have been loyal to them in the past, are trying to hold them back from that because they're scared and they don't want to lose them. But what we've been waiting for, Temperance, Nine of Cups, for our heart to be fulfilled. This isn't just about relationship. This is about all the things that fulfill us. Family, friends, activities. It's about work. It's about feeling like we have a place in the world, like we've got something to offer. All of those things fulfill us, right? And abundance fulfills us too. And for those wishes to come true, we've had to wait. We've had to wait because we've had to, both Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine, had to realize when we're around the wrong kind of people that aren't the right environment for us, sort that out, have boundaries to that, say no to that, find the right people, let them give to us before we can have the right relationship. So that seems to be the next step, letting that right relationship, and then together making our wishes come true because we are supportive to each other. That's what the wait has been around about. So a lot of you have been waiting for ages for the relationship. It's like, why are we waiting? I'm doing the work. What is this wait about? That's what it's saying the wait is about. We've had to refine the environment that you're around to be conducive and supportive and encouraging so that you can do what it is that you want to do. Relationship comes in. Relationship isn't all of it. We don't want to, remember what I said, was it last week? We don't just want one person. We don't just want it in relationship, in a romantic relationship. We don't want just one person that we can receive from, right? We want to be receiving from many people. So we've got to do it in the community first before the lover comes in. If we do it lover first, we won't do the full job. We won't sort it out in the community as well because we just cling to that one that we are receiving from, that safe one. And yeah, but we had to do it in the environment first. So if your person is managing to do that, if they're around the right people now, then that's going well. But there's some heartbreak behind that, leaving it behind. So it's not so much about finding our tribe, finding our people. It's more about letting go of who isn't and making space for those people. Because They really are everywhere, the right people. Maybe not everywhere, but there's some everywhere. So it can be heartbreaking, the leaving the behind stuff. So yeah, I think divine masculine, divine feminine, both going through this at the moment, but it feels like it's significant for the divine masculine right now. And he wants to come in and he wants to speak about this, but he's very nervous in doing so because it's a complete change for him. In relationship, I'm talking about. I think this is saying that divine masculine has already, and divine feminine too, I'm getting it's both this, have found some of the right people. And they're realizing it's much better for them. But it's still breaking their heart to break free. So, next, Book of Shadows Tarot. Let's see what this has to say. If anyone else wants a mini read, get those donations in. I'll carry on with them. I'll do another batch of them. Huh, okay. We'll start off with this. Who have we got here? Six of Fire. Saturn, is it? Saturn's got his rings. No, it's Uranus. No, the 7 is Uranus. Saturn, I was right first time. Oh dear. While Jupiter is the life of the party, Saturn's reputation is less favourable, known for challenges, restrictions, and hard work. 8 of Pentacles. Saturn's benefits are often overlooked. You know, when I was saying about the environment, you can put so much work in the wrong environment and get so little from it. And then again, you get in the right environment and you just do a little bit of it and it works. You get so much more just with a little bit of that work. So all this hard work the person's doing at the moment, the divine masculine's doing at the moment, is not getting very much for it at all. You know, it's like sowing the seeds in the wrong place. But the hard work is for a reason, right? It's almost like proving to the universe, like, look what I've got in me. Now put me in the right place. Put me in the right place. The universe is like, well, put yourself in the right place. Make better decisions, mister. Saturn rules our ambitions, goals, career, achievements. See, that's what I was saying about. That's what I was getting is they've got this dream, this long-term plan of what they've wanted. It seemed impossible because they were in the wrong environment. Anyway, Saturn rules our ambitions, goals, career achievements, long-term plans. These are all worthy things that often shape our lives to a significant degree. With achievements comes kudos and recognition, but with Saturn, these are all hard-won. And it's in the winning of them that Saturn's true gifts are given. Our journey toward realizing our ambitions is filled with serious choices, including how we deal with authority figures and obstacles. Interesting, isn't it? Because that's what I was getting, is that some of them are around controlling people and the need to usurp, is that the right word? Usurp that authority. Stop giving that power away to those people. We confront structures and restrictions and must determine how we face them, overcome them, or work within them. So I think up until now they've been working within them, and now they're faced with like realizing, I can't do this anymore. I need to overcome it. Get out. Through this we gain experience and wisdom. Yeah, but it's not lost. You see, that's what I'm getting, is this hard work has been really important for them. Life lessons are taught and learned, or repeated. 6 of Fire brings a conservative, serious energy. Situations must be reviewed and analysed, and decisions made with calculating precision, for what happens now will determine future trends. Much can be won, but not without a cost. There's also an element here of them taking it very seriously too, of especially if they see that you're the person that they can be with on their team. that is actually going to allow them to do what they really want to do, create an empire or whatever it is that they want to do. That's big. So it's not just about this relationship being important to them. It's this relationship is that foundation. Yeah, it reminds me of that. Oh, I can't even remember her name. Politics doesn't mean that much to me, but I want to talk about it now. No, just a person. What's her name? I can't even remember his name. Okay, he was the president of America before Trump. Seriously, can't remember his name. Anyway, his wife. Some story about her ex or something like that, and saying like, if you'd married me instead, you'd be the wife of a restaurant owner or whatever he was. She's like, no, you'd be president. You'd be president. And it's like, that's what I'm talking about. It's that environment. Whoever you're going to be with is going to be successful because you are a nurturing environment. And they recognize that. They recognize the importance of that. So, seriously can't believe that I can't remember their names, but there you go. That's what that's about. Then we've got the Seven of Earth. I'm putting the work in, but probably not in this deck because this deck thinks that all the cards are about something different. The normal tarot, I mean. Earth. 7. Earth 7. Ooh, sea creatures. Now is a time to move carefully, to pay attention to your environment. Yeah, that's who I meant, Obama. You've got particularly lying guides, Jessica. I've noticed that. But keep on going because it is your path. That's the thing. It's when it's all changing like that you're on the fast path kind of thing. Keep on going with it. It just means that you're not there at the end yet, you know. Yes, Michelle and Barrack. That's who I meant. Thank you for that. Seven of Earth indicates that now is a time to move carefully, to pay attention to your environment. So they're waking up about this. They're like, oh, I can't say that. Like, oh, WTF? Who? TF? Am I around here? You know when people like say no? It's why my marriage ended. Because with my last baby, and it's happened I'm an entrepreneur at heart. And there I was working in a corporate job, right? Which is where I met him. We were working together. And every time I had maternity leave, of course, my true self would come out in that space. And I'd be like, oh, I want to do this, and I want to do that. I want to go in this course. I want to open this business. And I was like, with the last one, I'm like, I want to like pretty much do what I did after that. Open like a healing center kind of thing. Work from home, be like one-on-one consultations kind of thing. I had like a 6-bedroom house, a huge house with like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 reception rooms, 6 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. It's huge. I'm like, I could convert this room to that. And he's like, no, you go back to work. You'll do what you did. It's that I don't want my privacy invaded. Like, I don't want people coming. I'm like, well, you won't be here. You'll be at work. No, I don't want it. He didn't want me to be me at all. Every idea that I came up with is like, no, can't do that. And it's like, oh, what the hell? Like everything that fires me up, you like hose it down. Like, I cannot be around you anymore. Can't. This is not a loving, supportive relationship. Stopping me. And I think that's what your person's doing. It doesn't live anywhere near you. Yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? Sea creatures. Yes. Seven of Earth indicates now is the time to move carefully, to pay attention to your environment. It's like suddenly realizing you're underwater. You're like, I don't belong here. Being extra sensitive to energetic flow. Oh, they're getting sensitive to it, how they feel when they're thinking about you, how they feel when they're around these people, how they feel, the change and what's more them and conducive to what it is that they want. They're just feeling the restrictions. Move and experience things differently than normal. Recognize that this is a new situation and adjust your perceptions accordingly. Flow as gracefully as possible without jarring or upsetting the balance. So they really are like a fish out of water at the moment. They're realizing, oh, this is not me at all. Well, a lot is riding on this, because then we've got the Ace of Pentacles, or the One of Earth. So you can see why this is a big deal for them to speak what's in the heart, because a lot is riding on this. This relationship is really important to them, but it's more than that. Because they've seen that you're the one that is the right environment for them for the rest of the stuff that's important to them. So this is like the whole life is riding on this. So if your person is holding back and the heart is speaking and they're being a bit awkward and they're being extremely nervous and they're not coming forward yet, this person needs a hell of a lot of courage to come forward, because there's more riding on this than you think, than you're aware of. Probably even now with me saying this, there's more. Now let's read that one. Ace of Earth. It's the big seed, the Ace of Pentacles. It's the thing that can really grow into something big. You're the one that can create their empire with. We're talking about the Emperor and the Empress here. That's what it is. And you might be aware that they're the one that you can create your empire with as well. The Ace of Earth contains the potential one could hope for. It's like all the jigsaw pieces falling into place and they're realizing it. Everything that exists or can exist is in this ace. It's the seed of the universe. When this card shows up, it's a gift, a sign that you can make a lot with very little. That's what I said. Put you in the right environment. I've experienced it. I've experienced it with business. Put yourself in the wrong environment. You can work, and you have to work so hard to get so very little. Put yourself in the right environment. Oh, you don't have to do that much anymore, and you get big gains from it. And law of attraction teachers try and teach this, but they're just like, they don't tell you about the environment bit. They just go, just do less and you'll get more. And it's like, but it doesn't work. If you're in the wrong environment, you do less, you'll get hardly anything back then. You have to change your environment. You have to change the people that you're around. You can make a lot with very little. Well, it's so very exciting, this. I think they're getting excited. They're very nervous too. Just so you know. Wow, weight of the world must be on their shoulders with this one then. Pretty cool. So you're the right environment for them. Ooh. Ace of Fire. Oh, we like the aces coming out high. Sun. Strong personal energy at work here. This card is something we wish very much to do, not just well, but excellently. It's a hotly burning desire that can be directed and used to light a project, large or small, and has the potential to create glorious fireworks or even just delightful sparks. Yeah. It's like, it's finding your groove, isn't it? Finding your groove where things can just flow. Also a lot of passion as well, so a passionate new start. So they're really seeing like a big new beginning. Major, 2 aces, wow. Oh, very cool. Well, I like the way that this is happening. The pace is changing now. Doing these live channelings now every couple of days. The pace is changing. We went from this is why we're waiting, this is why we're waiting, this is why we're waiting, wait some more, here's how to help you wait a little bit longer, and wait some more, and for ages, weren't we? But now we're getting significant shifts in these energies. They're good that time. Sounds familiar. Danielle, I remembered. Oh, the world. The child, the young man, the older man, and the really old man. New chapter in life. It's a new chapter in life. Where's the cat this morning? I've not seen her. New chapter in life. Are you ready for it? It's for both of you. New chapter in life. It's where the two aces are there. World. I think the world's at the start. It is. All things are connected. It's the interconnection of all things. Even the goddess and the god are aspects of something larger, a single life force, twin flames, that's unfathomable to us in a complete sense. It transcends thought. Oh, really, it's like your current marriage. I don't think I liked him either. I don't think we liked each other. I don't think we actually liked each other. We all have seasons and phases in our life, connected to and flowing from the feminine divine and contained within the masculine divine. The idea that all are one is both our starting place as well as our goal. I told you, completeness, wholeness. It's like, oh, you complete me. The twin flame, it just fits. And even though we're whole people in ourselves, environment is very important. And what could be more important than the romantic relationship that you're in, the one that you're living with? If that's what you do, if that's what you choose to do, like live with your romantic partner. Because you could do anything really. But there's a lot coming from this. It's a new chapter. You're the right environment for each other. A lot can be built from this. I think we're talking about two people that are ready for a new chapter, and it's going to be so different. Everything the guides have been telling me that twin flames are. It's way more than just a relationship. There's something coming from that relationship. Now, way back when they said that, it's like my mind went to, oh, you'll be working together. Well, that's not, it could be, but it's not necessarily that. But you're still the right environment for each other. So, a new chapter. Whole new chapter in life. I was always told that I would meet my person middle-aged. So, a magician on the bottom of the deck there, but the devil. Lamas. Or llamas. Lamas. Where are you? We choose people that we don't like very much in a relationship as we're learning to love ourselves. We only choose people that we like once we've learned to love ourselves. That's why opposites attract until we love ourselves, and then it's The opposite of opposite attracts. Likeness attracts. Like attracts like. Okay. Celebration and wild abandon is the devil card. It's a harvest festival. When you take your box of cans of food to the church, that's what I used to do at Harvest Festival. There'd always be like cans of food and a pomegranate and probably a pumpkin as well. Harvest Festival. The Holy King begins his reign as father and protector. Oh, interesting. Father and protector. Protector. This is the Divine Masculine. Father and protector. It begins his reign as the leader of that. Okay. Divine Masculine has been in an environment where he's been controlled, has not been able to take the lead as he really wants to, as being the father and the protector. He knows he can do that with you. Why? Because you, Divine Feminine, have also been working on being ready to be open and allowing, instead of controlling, open to allowing people to give to you. So that's why we had to get out of codependency. It's like stop all that controlling stuff. Divine Feminine, you need to be ready to receive. You need to be able to, receive. Not give all the time, not be in control like that, but receive. He realizes, so not only are you the encouraging environment and you'll get, I think a lot of you don't even know what it is that he wants to do because he's probably kept it quiet because he was shot down for it. But not only are you the conducive environment for that, so you'll get it, you'll support them in it, you'll encourage them, but you also, what was I going to say? Yeah, you're also open to him taking the lead and receiving from him. This is why the Ace of Pentacles, and I'm getting goosebumps with that, this is why the Ace of Pentacles, this is why he needs to come in with something. He needs to come in as the father, as the leader, as the protector, coming in with a big offer. This is why he's working so hard at the moment. He needs to come in as the father, the protector, the one that's ready to build his empire with you. Now, even more so, if you're not sure about who your twin flame is, and you've got a mixture of people, or a few people that you're looking at, it's not the one that's built the empire already. It's the one that's about to. It's the one that's about to. It's the one that's not. It's the one that's not been able to yet because they've not been in the right environment. It's the one that's learned all the lessons. The one that's had to do the inner work. It's that one. So even though we're all whole people, the twin flames, they do actually complete each other because there's something about the masculine and the feminine coming together, both leading in their own ways, but together. And it being like this divine union. So, do you get that? Divine Feminine, that all that work that we've been doing while we've been waiting, in the release of the codependency, which is just a control thing, really. It's I feel worthy by helping people. I like being in control like that. I'm always going to choose people that are kind of below me so that I've got that upper hand kind of thing. I'm helping them, so I don't need to be vulnerable. We've been through all of that. Like, this sucks. I want to receive now, and getting more into that. Stepping back a little bit, stopping ourselves, having more boundaries, and all of that. And it's like finally someone that I can be around that they're empowered. The Divine Feminine is empowered, but not controlling. I can take the lead. I'm going to be supported in taking the lead. She wants me to take the lead. She wants me to step up. She's not stepped in. Even in this, she's not stepped in and taken the lead. She's not coming on to me. She's not chasing me. She's not doing these things. I have to do it. This is what I want. I want to be the one that comes in with this big offer, be the leader and that protector. So this is why it's all working out perfectly. What else does this say? Thankfulness for the rich harvest, represented by loaves of bread. And keep that. As tasty as bread is, well, it's not really, but there's something Moorish about it. My body hates it, hey. Anyway, symbolized by loaves of bread and acknowledging that everything has a price. Yes, are important aspects of this holiday. While pagans are grateful for the harvest, they know that it comes with a price, eventual death of the god and the coming of darkness. As the end of the growing season draws closer, there's an air of celebration and wild abandon. Games are played, wagers made, and bread and beer enjoyed. Oh, bread and beer, that would really mess up my gut. The devil card is associated with the god Pan, and hence is the appropriate match for this holiday. Although the beverage of choice is more likely made of grain than grapes, there's an eat, drink, and be merry sensibility. There's utter enjoyment without thinking about putting anything by for the future. You know, I don't think that there needs to be that much put by for the future. I think you can enjoy it in this moment. I think big things are going to come from this. I think you're going to be surprised. And if Divine Feminines, if you found it hard, if the work that you've been putting in on things, you haven't been reaping a lot of results, just wait. You will. Put you in the right environment. You will. It's going to be even better than being by yourself. Even better. Coffee's gone cold. Summer lands is full again. So there's this readiness to go into the unknown now. The Fool. Crone of Earth, she's beckoning. The Crone of Earth is the one that lays things to rest. It's like, stop it. Leave it behind. Come here, she says. Come on. She's beckoning to the Divine Masculine. This was my dream. This was my dream last night. I'm picking up these energies in my dream already. My dream was that my man had all of the people. It's not just about it's about his family and everything. They're all very controlling. I can see that, and I hardly know anything about them. But we were in this, a lot of people around, and he was getting a lot of grief from them, kind of yelling at him. And I shouted his name, and I did this. I beckoned him over. Come here. Just to get him to walk away from it. Just walk away. That's all you can do. That's what I said to him. All you can do is walk away from it. If you stay around fighting, you're not going to win. They're not going to change. They're going to carry on doing that. You just need to walk away. Come to these nice people over here, because I was with us, our friends. We've got the same friendship group. These are the good people, the people that love you. You're not going to get all that shit from these people here. Be around us. It's as easy as that. Walk away from them and come here. So she's beckoning with her energy. Come on. Come on. Is that his response to Simran's, the Fool? The Mother of Air, it's still about her. Yeah, so she's Divine Feminine, you're in charge of the energy at the moment. She's throwing books about. Mother of Air. This Crone of Earth is saying just like, let it go. Just walk away, let it go. Quit. And the Mother of Air, words, ideas, communication. She wants that communication to come from the masculine, which is also picking up energetically on where he's at and beckoning him, saying, just come on now. It feels like it feels like he's got enough lessons now that he's got it. It feels like he's got it and that he just needs to let go. We've got two fools here. He just needs to let go and go, I'm done, and then move. Well, that's exciting. Let's get Miserable Ladies out next. Anyone else want a mini read? I had a text chat with Timothy, asking why I hadn't been in. Cafe. It's doing some work for some landlord thing at the moment. Busy. Ooh. We've got the moon here. The moon. Things being hidden in the shadows. Stuff not said. Secrets. Let's read the moon from this deck. Moon. The moon is beguiling. I'm not sure I know what that means. And magical. It can reveal amazing, mysterious. This book is mysterious in all of its typos. It can reveal amazing mysteries. However, wandering around in the moonlight in an unknown environment is dangerous, as its light conceals more than it reveals. In such a landscape, it's easy for the mind to see monsters and fears where they may not exist. Okay. Terrified. Divine Masculine is terrified to make that move. Terrified. It seems so right, and he gets it. It feels to me like he's not yet put it into words in his mind, so he's fully clear on it. He's not King of Swords about it yet. So he's still mooning about it, like it's uncertain. It's not. Like, it's not uncertain. If he heads forward, it's not uncertain at all. It's right, but he needs to get King of Swords about it first. The world, again, a new chapter. Let's read what it says in this book. Why did I close it? I had it open near the right page. The world is much like the fool, but with one important difference. She knows what she can do and what she should do. While she trusts in the divine and in her intuition, she's more of an active partner with the universe, helping co-create reality. It's walking through life with confidence and creating harmony and magic with every step. So like I said, it's getting that confidence together. That's what I got with the second card out. Is mustering up that confidence. Not to be the fool, not just to leap into the unknown, but he's making sense of it. There's a reason that he's doing this, and he's getting it now. For this new chapter, he's getting why that this has to be his new chapter. He's getting why things haven't worked out for him where he currently is. He's getting it now. Really a lot for him to figure out. Death. Then the end. The end. So, oh, look at that. Going from like frosty to warm and open and love and happiness. From cold and controlling and dark and grey, and to love and happiness and warmth and open-heartedness and death. The big ending that needs to happen. Very death. When something ends, there's a time of mourning. This. Difficult emotions, anger, bitterness, sadness, despair. Going around in circles, going through all of those emotions. It's never enjoyable, but it must be experienced. And within even these feelings are hidden gifts that deepen our character, enhance our compassion, and usher in new experiences. Compassion's a big one as well. It's someone with compassion. You know, someone can seem so ideal for you, but if they don't have compassion, they're a very difficult partner to be around. It just doesn't work. Okay. So whatever he's going through at the moment, all of these emotions, it's helping to switch on his compassion. He is realizing the importance of it more and more. His compassion, your compassion, everyone's compassion. I'm disappointed in my coffee this morning. Not as nice as usual. The wheel. all major arcana. It's all major arcana. Wow. I should have kept it open. I was at the right page. Okay, I'll keep it open this time, and then we won't get a major arcana out next. Wheel of Fortune. The wheel knows that she's in continual motion. The external expression of her experience is always changing. At the center, in the depths of her heart, she finds enough stability to not be upset or alarmed by the natural changes in life. Life is always changing. So they could have been quite fixed before and really struggling to go with the flow, these changes, especially this big change here. Death and rebirth, new chapter. Keep it open. No, not major arcana anymore, but we've got the Ace of Swords, which is the truth being revealed. This blade, this sword, on a spiritual level can cut through superfluous or unnecessary energy. Once everything that is not needed or is not the truth for that situation or person is eliminated, once it's let go of, then the truth of the matter can be seen. This is an aha. This is the truth coming out. Sword up in the air. Something is revealed. A new approach. New truth. New starts. Another ace. Then we've got the Ten of Pentacles. That building an empire. Family gathers in celebration. Generations represent cycles of life. You see, I'm getting from this, it's like, even if they don't want a family, if they don't want children or whatever, they want to build an empire. They want the all of this that it represents, you know? The masculine wants to be the father. Doesn't necessarily want to have more kids, or kids if he hasn't had kids already, but wants to be that. You know, here in Thailand, because people kind of live in communities together here, it's unusual. Like, I'm living in the Western way alone. That's very unusual. Thais don't live like that. They live together, you know, and extended families all together. And it doesn't have to be your family, but family. For example, when you get a job, when a Thai person gets a job, they generally get their room and they'll get all the food as well. They eat together. So even if you work at a place, you'll go in and you're working somewhere else, you'll go and eat. Or if you're somewhere, you'll go and eat with the people that you work with. Because it's family, it's not just a job. My ex, yeah, he's got children, but they're in another country. But he has this fatherly thing. He has people come live with him, even though it's kind of just him. And he very much set himself up as that masculine, the father, the protector, he's just that. He's old. He's only like 45, but he's old in himself. He's got grey hair, long dreadlocks, and he wants that role, and he really suits that role. So he's got his empire there, and he's kind of done it where, and it's his place. It's not my place. It's not my right environment, but it's his, where he takes in a lot of damaged people, unhealed people. Himself the same. A lot of addicts, a lot of alcoholics, people that are really messed up, and that's just him. He's the daddy of them. It's his place. And that's what he wants. That's what your divine masculine wants here, is to be that role. It's not about being a boss. It's not about being a father. It's about having that role of it's like divine masculine, the elder, it's really obvious in this culture who these people are. I can tell you, like, the people that are it, the masculines that are it. And they're the ones that I'm really close to as well, that are it. They're my kind of people. We don't really have that in Western cultures. But that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm feeling from the Ten of Pentacles, is this He wants an empire, not necessarily a business or something like. He wants to build something like. So here, like, this might be someone that goes from like living in with a family, but they're not the head of that family. They're not the one who has built that up, to breaking away. It's like the lion, you know, that's in charge of the pride, wants to go off and start their own pride. It's that energy. That's the Ten of Pentacles that I'm getting. Generations represent the cycles of life and connect. It's his turn now. It's a new cycle. Yeah. Generations represent the cycles of life and connections between people through time. The older generations cared for their homes and taught the younger. The younger, in their turn, will continue the traditions and care for the elders. There's a lot of tradition here. Stable and abundant life. He wants to be the man. He wants to be that man. And he can have that with you. The one that is the Hierophant energy, you know, the one that everyone goes to. The one that everyone goes home to. Do you know what I mean? It's really interesting energies. I like it. What else? Give me the Hierophant. Two of Pentacles. Balance. You're very quiet. What's up? Two of Pentacles is up. By attuning to the elemental energies, we, like this skilled woman, can work with the flow, balancing many tasks with grace and ending up with lovely creations. Maintaining balance, creating good things. Yeah. A balance. It's teamwork as well. I'm getting a lot of like teamwork. They're realizing you're the team they want to be on. You're the one that's going to support them in that. You're going to get it. You're going to get what they want to create, who they want to be. Really feeling like they're not being that yet. They've got the potential. But the hard work at the moment isn't paying off. Hardly at all. But by attuning to elemental energies, in other words, by getting in the flow, by being aligned, which is so much about environment and people that you're around, we can work with the flow, balancing many tasks with grace and ending up with lovely creations. They see so much potential in relationship with you. They see that they can reach the potential in relationship with you. Something about your boundaries. Something about your boundaries that is essential to this. To see that you've got the right boundaries. You're making good decisions. They see your self-love and they're like, that's it. She's got it going on. Divine Feminine's got it going on. I'm a little bit worried about Chicken Cat. Sometimes she's not here first thing in the morning. She's usually waiting right outside my door first thing in the morning. She sits on the ledge until I open the curtains. Then she jumps down. Or she's just there behind the curtains waiting at the door because she's heard me getting ready. But if she's not there first thing in the morning, if she's, I don't know, busy chasing squirrels or whatever she does, she's usually here by now. She usually shows up while I'm doing this show. Anyway. What else? The Fool again. We've got the Fool out of every deck. I've not been reading the Fool card out, have you noticed? Shall I read this one out? The Fool. And then the Six of Wands, the Victory. Yes. Wow, this is making me feel really happy. Gonna be victorious. Big victory coming. The Fool lets her magic flow, trusting in the universe and allowing serendipity to control everything. Divine Feminines, you've got so much to offer you don't even realize. You might be getting an inkling of it now, but you get so much to offer. Just by being yourself. She has no plan or agenda. Oh, this goes for you too. All that energy that you've been putting into the wrong men the wrong men, all the energy of trying to help them and trying to support them and all of that. You've been so supportive and they've not been doing anything with it and not giving back to you from it. Put that same energy into this one. Yeah, so you're going to receive plenty from them. She has no plan. You see, I'll read it again. The Fool lets her magic flow. This is you, Divine Feminine. You let your magic flow. You trust in the universe and allow serendipity to control everything. So you don't have to take control because you're in alignment and you go with your intuition and all of that. So you can go with the flow and it can be a really enjoyable process. She has no plan or agenda except for enjoying the day. Everything works out. What you need to do is be your loving self and support each other, and great things are going to happen from it. Her trust is touching, and as sweet as it is, perhaps is why she's so in touch with her intuition, which provides her a measure of protection. So cool. Oh, I like it. Imagine just being that. That's your role in, and it's going to lead to this. Six of Wands, the victory at last. A relationship that is easy and it is rewarding, and you don't have to put as much work in. You get a lot back from it. Not because they're putting a lot of work in. It's easy for you both now. You've both struggled so hard. You've both learned what efforts are right efforts to put in, but you haven't been putting them in the right places or with the right people yet. Or hardly yet. Some of you have. Six of Wands. This woman has focused her will and set her intention and has achieved great heights, quite literally. It's amazing what we can see when we overcome challenges and reach our highest potential. You're going to reach your highest potential with this person. And they are too. The recognition of others is always nice, but nothing really matches inner satisfaction. It's achievement. Wow. Very good. Shall I keep going? It's very clear. What we're talking about here, it's very clear. You're the one that they can reach the potential with, and they know it. They are getting the courage together to take that leap of faith. It's going to be all good, but there's a bit of trepidation just because they're letting go of the uncomfortable place that they've been in, but they've found some weird comfort in it. Leaps of faith. Should I keep going? You're very quiet. Is anyone still here with me? Am I just doing this for myself? Oh no, there's 17 of you there. This shows us so quiet. It blows my mind that there isn't more people watching this, but there you go. It is what it is. I don't mind. It's good for me. I mean, I like doing this for myself. I'm going to keep going. If anyone wants a mini read, get your donations in. We've got forward movement here. Two of Wands. Oh, a decision. I know someone that looks just like this. Two of Wands. Decision being made for action to take. And then Six of Swords. Movement forward from the choppy waters. There's a lot of movement here. So, but first of all, the decision. Two of Wands. Is this what's coming in the future? Two of Wands. A time of a time of great clarity. No, a great time of clarity is what it says. And success as you direct your focus into achieving your goals. You've acknowledged your options and can now look ahead with purpose and determination. This is also a card of power and choice. It may be that you need to decide how you're dividing your energy up between certain projects, relationships, or opportunities. Perhaps it's time to step outside your comfort zone and try something new. You're following your own path, which leads to the acknowledgement of your inner truth and creativity. Someone's making a decision here, facing the fears and making a decision. Then the Six of Swords movement. Where's the swords? Here. Six of Swords highlights the need to let go of something, some kind of sacrifice that must be made in order to move forward. This may be a difficult choice to make. It's coming after they made the choice, but know that this is merely a transitory phase. You'll benefit in the long run. With time, you may understand the advantage of letting things go as an evolutionary process. It's the acceptance of change and release in order to grow from experience. After moving on, you'll be able to reflect on your path and the choices you've made. It's a card of transition and growth. I feel like this is what's coming up for the masculine. It could be at any point now. Perspective. Maybe a good time to pause. More waiting. Take a deep breath and review your plans. So he's not doing anything hastily. Do not make any, if you feel stuck, don't make any hasty decisions just yet. Sometimes looking at things from another angle or perspective can shift the energy of a challenging situation. It may be that you will need to let go of something or make a sacrifice. We've got that already, which may initially leave you feeling vulnerable. Know that this too will pass. You just need some time to review your plans. Reviewing his plans. This is a transitional phase when you're able to recalibrate your beliefs, situation, or life goals. Take this time to meditate on your personal hopes and dreams. When one door closes, another always opens. The Emperor. Great cards today. I'm just going to pull the last card. And the Two of Swords. Decisions, 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 decisions. The Emperor. Divine Masculine. Nice to see him here. The Emperor indicates a time for reinforcing a sense of clarity and direction in your life. It's got to take charge. The execution of a specific plan or idea will need your inner strength, courage, and organization in order to manifest properly. Being a strategic thinker right now. This card may also signify an authoritative figure as much as a state of mind. Sometimes the existence of power lies in the ability to distinguish thoughts and actions that are damaging or aggressive with those that are nurturing and positive. This is what I'm saying, right? This is why the guides have been telling me that twin flames are they're the next leaders, and it's going to be a couple that are leading things. It's because through what we're learning now, even in the relationship, there won't be control as there has been in previous relationships. The power thing. It's almost like through this relationship, we're learning how to properly be leaders. It's an authoritative figure, a state of mind. When you consider the essence of love behind your choices, stability and strength will manifest with ease. So he's considering the essence of love behind his choices. So his stability and strength is manifesting with ease. It's intelligence, power, mental organization. Thank you, Laura. An ability to think on a larger scale when it comes to raising your vibration to a higher state of awareness. Always really having to step up. This defines what you truly prioritize and how you choose to use your energy in your life. What you give out always returns. Wow, he's raising his vibe so much and his ideas about himself. He's failed so many times and he's realizing he's been in the wrong environment. And now he's kind of believing in himself again. Two of Swords, but so unsure. So unsure, scared as can be. He's like Divine Feminine. What if I'm making all of this up? He'd be certain at some points, and then he'd be like, I'm thinking like a crazy person. What am I doing? If you find yourself at a crossroads, there may be a need to enforce a sense of balance between two or more opposing factors in your life. It's time to acknowledge the situation head on in order to process what you've been avoiding. This is about making a decision and finally breaking through the shadows. Do not fear the potential outcomes, as fear will only hold you back from finding a positive solution. Isn't it weird how we fear the things that will be really good for us more than we fear the things that are bad for us? We choose things that are bad for us so easily, but not the things that are good for us. Crazy, huh? Human beings. Do not fear the potential outcomes, as fear will only hold you back from finding a positive solution. Have the courage to trust in yourself and the path will become clear. After you're able to make a choice, your confidence and strength will soar to new heights. Ladies, Divine Feminine believe in them at the moment. They are at the point of making this decision. Be cool. Be cool. Laura, thanks for your donation. High self guidance for you today. If anyone else wants one, get one in fast because I'll be finishing very shortly. I find this very encouraging. What about you guys? This is, yeah, I like what I hear today coming out of my mouth in these energies. I had a festival here yesterday. I went to training in the morning, and then as I was riding home, they had like floats, like trucks and everyone was dancing, there's music, and I'm like, something's going on. And then I came back and got showered and everything, did my stuff, went out to go and get a massage and go to immigration as well. And as I was getting out toward the road, there was all this noise, and this big procession of monks and people and all singing and banging them bang, bang, bang drums, the Buddhist drum thing, whatever they call that, the big, like a gongi kind of drum thing, whatever they call that. And the monks are flicking out the holy water. And yeah, a lot of singing and dancing. So I went along with the procession. I joined in, I rode out onto the road and they were going my way. And it was it's the start of Buddhist Lent yesterday. So there you go. Laura, how's self-guidance for you today? What are you resisting, Laura? Feel it. Feel it. Feel your resistance. Sometimes it can be really just good to acknowledge it. Like, I really don't want to go out today. I really don't want to do that thing. But like I said, sometimes we fear the thing that's best for us, It's like, I can't bother going to the gym. That kind of thing. So sometimes we are resistant to the stuff that's better for us. Generally, we are. What's in the resistance? What's in your resistance? What do you want to do? You keep on putting off. What do you know that you should do, but you're just not doing it? It's exactly like that whole gym thing. Like yesterday, after my massage, I came home, I had a heap of private readings to do. I did them, and by the time I'd finished them, there was like half an hour before training time. And I'm like, how much do I feel like running around the house getting ready for training now? I'm like, none of me wants to do that. None of me wants to run around the house getting everything ready. So I thought, you know what? I'm not going to go. I messaged my friend saying, I don't think I'm going to train. She said, I'm definitely not going to training. I'm drunk. So she'd been in the procession, right? She was already drunk. So I'm like, okay, no, you're not training. You're drunk. I'm not training because I don't want to rush. But what I did do, I recognized I'm not going to feel good if I don't do something. And I don't want to rush out to get to training at 4:00 in the afternoon. But I can. I already had my bikini on from having my massage because you have massages and bikinis here. And it was sunny too, somewhat. I thought I will do a strength workout in my bikini, and I felt better for it. And then afterward, all the things that I've not been able to do because I've been running around for days now, I've been running around, like watering these plants, watering those. Went and took them to the shower by the pool after my workout, and then I had a swim. And then Mark, the waterman, came around, delivered me some water, and I just took it easy instead, cooked my dinner and had a shower and just took it easy. And I felt so much better than dashing around trying to get out to training and all of that. But my point being was, yeah, I had a resistance to the training, but it was a good resistance. That was a self-loving thing, not to run around and be ragged. But I still did something anyway. So that resistance that we have, that resistance that you've got, you need to feel it. to acknowledge it, that it's just a resistance because it's just something that would do you good. Yeah, self-love. It's about self-love, something that would be loving toward yourself. It's like making it's easier to make bad decisions, right? Like especially around our food, right? Way easier to make a bad decision. It's so easy to eat the wrong kind of foods. Way easier than it is to eat the right foods. Way, way easier. What is that? We've got that compulsion to eat the wrong foods. It's that. It's that. But the self-loving thing is to override that. It's to recognize, it's to feel that resistance and go, oh, I'm resisting doing something that's actually going to make me feel better. And you got to follow your passion out with that as well. So something that would be good for you, and it would actually lead to better things. It's one of those things where when we actually do it, we're like, oh my God, what was I putting that up for so long? I actually really love this thing and it's really good for me and I feel so much better. You've been avoiding big home projects. You try to do something else. Big things still need to get done. That's what they're talking about. That's what they're talking about. So feel that resistance more. We don't want to, right? Because we want to try and dodge it, but don't. Feel that resistance instead. Go, there I go again, resisting it. I really catch myself now, especially with the food, because I know, like a lot of, like I hardly ever eat junk food, and I ate some, like, they're like chipsticks things. Not chipsticks, like French fry, I'll show you. I bought them at the shop yesterday because they were 2 for the price of 1. And I never get chips like this. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to get them in palm sticks. You call them something else where you are, but it is. And it's real potatoes, so at least that's something. But like tiny little like chipstick things. Potato sticks. Oh, it's not so bad. Sunflower oil, which I don't really want. Ingredients: potatoes, sunflower oil, salt. Jealous Americans. Even our junk food is like healthier. I'd rather it didn't have sunflower, but it's potatoes and it's salt. Anyway, I had that. But even when I was buying them, right, I'm like, Claire, stop it. I was trying to stop myself, Whenever I pick stuff up in the supermarket, junk food, I go, put it back, Claire. I have this, I have like sensible Claire on my shoulder going, put it back. That's going to hurt you. These actually didn't hurt me. You got a recent higher self message about procrastination. Just get it done. Yeah, you will. You will be happy for it. But this is saying, like, don't try and avoid that feeling of, I don't want to do it. You got to feel that and then recognize it. Do you know what I mean? It's not about ignoring the feelings. It's about feeling it more, that feeling that you don't want to do it, and to go, aha, I've caught myself out, kind of thing. It'll be easier to do it if you do that. Yeah, like I knew yesterday that I needed to do a strength workout because doing nothing, I knew I didn't want to be rushed, but I didn't want to work out. I didn't want to go late. I don't want to go late because if I go about 5 o'clock, which I can do, I can go at any time. If I go at 5 o'clock, the mosquitoes will be out already. It's a little bit too late for me. By the time I get back, it'd already be dark. I'd be rushing to make my dinner. I didn't want to rush. I'm just so sick of being rushed. I wish there were more hours in the day. I can't get everything done that I want to get done. Anyway. There we go. I love that. What shall I call it today? Something about building an empire together. Woo. Or you be in the right environment. I don't know. What shall I call it? I do love this energy, though. It's very... I feel it coming. I feel it coming in my person. Anyone else? And I went to immigration yesterday because every 90 days I have to report where I'm staying. Not that it ever changes. But I have to report where I'm staying. And to immigration. Well, last month I got a new visa, but I had to report before, I don't know, tomorrow or something. And I usually do it online. You can do it online. So they sent me an email saying, you do up your report and stuff like that. So I did it straight away and it was refused. So I thought, oh, maybe I just did it too soon. I know you can only do it like 2 weeks before it's due. So I waited a few days and I did it again. It was refused. I'm like, oh God, why are they refusing it? They won't say, there's no report of why they were refusing it. So I thought, well, I'll have to go to immigration myself because I need to get this done. Get all kinds of fines if you don't. So I went to immigration, did all the stuff yesterday, gave it to them, and they're like, come here. They got me to sit down, you see, while they were processing it. They're like, come here, lady. So I went up, said, yes, man. This is your last report. And it said December of this year. I'm like, no, this is my last report. Showed it, I'm on my phone. It's like, it's due in a few days. It's like, oh, no, you've already done it. I'm like, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I got a new visa. And he said, oh, your agent has done it for you. Shouldn't have been able to do it. You're not meant to be able to do it before 2 weeks before it's due. It's the only time you can do it. Anyway, they managed, I don't know. It was like, yeah, that is weird. But they did anyway. So all the confusion is gone, and I already had one. Yes, that's not so exciting, is it? I don't know why I told you that, but I did. There you go. Well, good luck with all of your twin flame stuff. I think it's imminent. When they make this move, when they get it, when they pluck up that courage, it's imminent. Let us know. And stay in touch in our Facebook group as well. Let us know when it happens to you and all about that and what they say to you and what that woo stuff is that they want to tell you. So have a good day, everybody. Look out for a pick a card read that I'll be putting out later. I need to record that today, so I'll be doing that. And let's do this all over again on Friday. And see you all then. Bye.